Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let's learn English together. My daily life in a new city. My name is Anna, and I live in Manchester, a lively city in England. I moved here from London last year because I got a job as an English teacher. Living in a new city is exciting, but it can be challenging too. Every day, I learn something new about this place, and I want to share my daily life with you. I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. The first thing I do is make a cup of coffee. I love the smell of coffee. It wakes me up and makes me feel ready for the day. My apartment is small but cozy, with a big window in the living room. I often sit by the window, eat toast with butter and jam, and watch people outside. Some are walking to work, others are taking their kids to school, and some are jogging in the park nearby. The streets in Manchester are busy in the morning, and I like watching the city come to life. After breakfast, I take a shower, get dressed, and prepare my bag for work. I teach at a local high school, and my students are teenagers. They are full of energy, sometimes a bit loud, but always fun to teach. My classes start at 8:30 a.m. So I leave home at 8 a.m. I walk to school because it is only 15 minutes away. Walking is nice because I can enjoy the fresh air and think about my day. Manchester often has rainy days, so I always bring an umbrella just in case. On my way to school, I pass a small cafe and a bakery. The bakery smells amazing, and sometimes I stop to buy a croissant. The owner of the bakery, Mr. Brown, is very friendly. He always says, "Good morning, Anna," and asks about my day. I like these small moments because they make me feel at home in Manchester. When I arrive at school, I go to the staff room to check my schedule. I teach 3 or 4 classes every day, and each class is about 50 minutes long. My students are between 14 and 16 years old, and they love talking about music, sports, and movies. In class, we read short stories, practice grammar, and have discussions. For example, yesterday we talked about their favorite bands. One student, Tom, told me about a new pop band, and another student, Lily, shared some funny slang words, like cool and chill. I like learning from my students because they make classes interesting. Teaching is not always easy. Sometimes, I have to explain difficult grammar, like past tense or conditionals, and some students get confused. But I try to make lessons fun by using games or stories. For example, last week we played a game where students had to describe their weekend using new words. They laughed a lot, and I think they learned something too. Teaching can be tiring, especially when I have a lot of lessons to prepare or papers to grade. But I enjoy it because I meet new people and hear their stories. After my last class, I usually stay at school for an hour to grade papers or plan lessons for the next day. Sometimes, I talk to other teachers in the staff room. We share ideas about teaching or talk about our plans for the weekend. Last Friday, my colleague Jane told me about a new park she visited, and I decided to go there this weekend. When I leave school, I often go to a supermarket near my apartment. It is a big store with everything I need, like vegetables, pasta, or chicken. I like cooking, but I am not very good at it. My favorite dish is pasta with tomato sauce because it is simple and tastes good. I usually cook while listening to music or a podcast. Cooking helps me relax after a long day. Sometimes, I try new recipes, like chicken soup or vegetable stir-fry, but they don't always turn out well. Last week, I tried to make a cake, but it was too hard and not very tasty. My friend Sarah laughed when I told her about it. Sarah is a nurse, and we meet at a cafe in the city center some evenings. The cafe is small but has a warm atmosphere, with soft music and friendly waiters. We talk about our day, drink coffee, and sometimes share a piece of chocolate cake. Last week, Sarah told me about a patient who gave her a thank you card, which made her day. On weekends, I like to explore Manchester. Last Saturday, I went to a park with a lake and walked around for hours. The park was beautiful, with green grass and colorful flowers. I took some photos and sent them to my family in London. They miss me, and I miss them too, but I like my new life here. In the evening, I sometimes watch a movie at home or go to the cinema with Sarah. We watched a comedy last weekend, and we laughed so much. Manchester has a lot of fun places to visit, like museums and markets. I want to learn more about the city and its history.